Hey guys, my name is Audrey. I am from Oklahoma and I absolutely love it. Love it to show people how to make an income online by working a 2 to 3 hour work flip every day. I am doing TikTok and YouTube at the same time, so if I'm looking a little bit off to the side, you know why. Hey, Patty, my best friend ever. I love Patty. Patty always shows up. Hey, Patty, let me know later on how your loved one is doing. I don't know if you would like me to mention who, what is there, so that is why I say that. Let me know. Awesome, thank you. I decided today I'm going live at a weird time, 4:40. I'm doing YouTube and TikTok at the same time because I'm having fun. You know, if you are always excited and want to share that you're having fun in your business, you have to strike that fire while it's hot. When you have momentum, when stuff is happening in your business, you want to pull everybody with you and say, let's go. Let's do it. I hope so, Patty. It doesn't always feel like it, but when you feel that fire inside of you, that's when you have to go live, right? And sometimes you're like, blah, and then you have to go live, right? But I'm using this high right now to go live because you never know who you can get, whose life you will change, right? I was just reading, I just did a video, I haven't posted it yet. We'll probably post it tomorrow. Another quote from Jamie Kern Lima's book, Worthy, that I absolutely love. She said, once you change your relationship with rejection and failure, it will change your entire life. And that is very true. You know, so many of us, oh, thank you, Patty. I've noticed, right, that, and I'm taking it from my life, I speak for myself. I tried a couple of businesses before over my life period. Well, I'm in my 60s, what do you expect, right? So I did try online and affiliate marketing and some storefront businesses, didn't pan out for whatever reason. There's many reasons for it. But it didn't work out, and then I completely just stopped. And that is what I'm here to tell you today. Oh, there's some fun stuff in the background. Um, that is what most of us do, right? Because we think we failed at something, and that crushing emotion of feeling of failure and rejection is so crushing that you don't want to try anymore. You're like, I'm done. I'm giving up. I'm not doing it anymore. And that is when I discovered our blueprints. We have 4 blueprints. Hey, Bernie, 4 blueprints, proven blueprints. Let me rephrase that. And that is what changed the direction of my life. Because if you've tried something before and you just gave up, you say, I'm done, I'm not trying anymore. Then you allowing, hey Bernie, that emotion, right? That rejection take hold of you. That's a relationship you have with rejection and failure, right? That you don't want to keep trying. And you know, one thing, I'm telling you, one thing that all the big kahunas in life has experienced is they didn't succeed the first time. Now, can you imagine if those people just stopped and said, I'm done. I'm too scared of failing next time. I can't handle this. I'm stopping. You know, we wouldn't have had satellites in space from Elon Musk, electric cars, self-driving, self-operating vehicles, you name it. There's many other people, many. Tony Robbins wouldn't have billion-dollar companies if he just gave up. He wasn't successful off the bat. He had to learn the hard way, right? But he persisted. You know what the difference is people have this unimaginable drive in themselves because they They believe in themselves, and so many people that stop trying feel like they are not worthy, you know. And this is one thing: you do not get in life what you want. You get something in life that you worthy of. And that is the difference. If you think you're not good enough, you will not be getting it. I mean, if everybody always got what they wanted, right? Imagine that. But most people do not think they're worthy. So they're always performing down here, and they don't achieve what they want to achieve. And I'm telling you, if you think and believe you are worthy, the success will follow. The steps that looks like mine. I love baboons. They're awesome. Baboons are actually very vicious. I'm from South Africa, right? There's so many places, like right out there, that the baboons are all over the place. They become so clever. They will open car doors and house doors. You have to be way more clever than them, and they can be extremely aggressive. So that's just a side note. Um, I've seen in some instances people, just ignorant tourists in Cape Town. They would walk up to a baboon and want to give the baboon something to eat, and the baboon just grabbed it out of their hands and took off. I mean, that thing can rip you apart if they wanted to. Their teeth are this long. I don't mess with a baboon, I'm telling you. Monkeys different, they're smaller. But anyway, that's a little snippet of South Africa. But guys, if you bring your passion to your business, regardless of what's going on, regardless if people are showing up to your lives, to your videos, likes, whatever, because if you focus, so many people have to believe, if I create content, people will just flock to my content. It doesn't work like that. I wish it did, right? But you kind of have to understand that you're playing the long game, right? So do not give up. Do not doubt yourself. You have to believe in your heart of hearts that you are worthy. If you are worthy, right? And you believe it. I've done this a lot of times. I'm very digressing. My mind jumps around. This is the sign of old age. My mind is all over the place. But if you keep thinking, sometimes you think, oh, shucks, I'm sure people won't pay attention to me, or they won't listen to me. That's my husband, by the way. He never listens to me. I'm telling you, I swear, I had a 10-minute conversation with him 2 days ago. And literally 15 minutes after that conversation, he asked me that whole thing that I was talking about for 10 minutes. And he absolutely denies that I talked to him about it. He does not listen to me. That's why I sometimes felt like I'm not being heard, right? So I didn't even realize that I don't view myself as worthy enough, in an indirect way. But boy, oh boy, that was hilarious. I just busted out laughing. I said to him, what? You never listen to me. His mind just wanders. And his mind is like this. He always focused on what he needs to do. He always have some scheme going on, some plan that he has worked out. We live on 4 acres, so he fixes everything himself. So he always thinks of these elaborate plans, how he can modify his tractor and weld some huge piece of equipment on them, and then he has to figure out how it's working. So he never listens to me. So point I'm trying to make here is, do not ever doubt yourself in business. And I know women does that a lot of time. We keep thinking we're not worthy. We doubt ourselves in the process, and we just don't think we're good enough. And I can tell you this. I'm telling you, you are smart enough. And women specifically can perform, boy oh boy, because they raise kids. They still have a husband that's a 13-year-old in the house at all That is my husband. I swear he's like a 13-year-old that I still have to keep on point and track. Um, so women can do everything. I'm telling you, Patty, these are true facts. I finally blocked my husband on TikTok because he never shows up to my business lives, right? And I'm always worried if he would see me. And I said, well, why am I worried? Just block him, because it probably taught my algorithms a little bit too. Hi, JH740. Good to see you. It probably taught my algorithm a little bit too, because he saw this dude showing up that has no interest. So I thought, block that husband. I'm done with him. And I actually feel a lot better. So now I don't have to worry what he's thinking when I'm saying something. And one day I posted a video of my phone that I forgot in Walmart, and he came across my video. He never watches it, but that one he watched, and he goes, "Is that actually the truth?" And I said, "Well, yeah. Why would I lie?" And he was like really upset, right? So I decided, no, screw him. He's not. I'm blocking on TikTok. I don't even know if he knows that, nor do I care. So I probably did my algorithm a little huge favor there, because they saw this dude showing up that has no interest. So I'm excited. But guys, honestly, in all seriousness, that is when I discovered our proven blueprint that changed the landscape for me. Because as I said, I always really didn't feel worthy, because if you fail at something and you view it as failure, number one, which is the wrong approach. That is your relationship with failure. You see it as failure. And as I said, most successful billionaires, which I'm not yet, but most successful people in business have tried multiple times. And every time they didn't succeed, they used that experience as a jumping board, so to speak, for the next business. They use that information that they gathered, the experience that they picked up along the line, to apply to their next business, the next venture. And that is how you move forward in life. If you learn something and you apply it and you try a different business, right? You keep going, because the experience that you build. And as I said, if you're a woman, you have such a huge advantage. Nothing to take away from the guys. But you do, because women in general just have to cover so many bases. I mean, I just see for myself, when I get up in the morning and my husband is around, he's away for 3 weeks at a time, but when he's around and I get up, he'll sit in front of the TV on TikTok watching TV, right? When I get up, I walk into the kitchen, I unload the dishwasher, I load the laundry, I put multiple things. And by the time he gets up from scrolling on TikTok and watching TV, I've done about an hour's of work. But that is the capability of women, because we always have to cover so many bases at the same time. So can you imagine how outstanding you would be in business? Because we sell ourselves short, always. And I've always done that. And then I realized, no, that's BS. I'm calling BS on myself, because I know, well, I compare it to very everyday tasks, right? But that requires some planning, scheduling, so that you can get everything done in a day. And so many people are caretakers, right? Or people that, well, if you raise children, any of those, when you're responsible for other people, it takes a lot of planning. You don't just, jump ahead. You have to plan dinners. You have to plan when you do this, that, and the other. So you would be perfect to start an online business. But so many women don't feel worthy, and they don't feel that they're good enough. And there are so many myths about starting an online business. People think that they need all this expertise. I actually looked up a couple of them, and I don't know where it went to now. Oh, crap. I probably removed it, but I'll have to pull it up again. But one of it is that you need a lot of time. You don't need a lot of time. In our blueprints, we taught literally a 2 to 3 hour workflow, and I'm going to post a video right after this live. I should have done it before, but didn't get around to it, where I kind of explained our 2 to 3 hour workflow, right? That people can see how simple it is, because our business is our program. The 4 programs that we have is live and interactive. So that is something that is not out there except for ours. And the huge benefit of it is, so if you ever get stuck or you're not clear on something in your business, you have the opportunity to ask it from a live person while it's happening, while you're on a Zoom call. And that is huge. And we have free webinars weekly. Our next webinar is this Thursday at 7 p.m. Central. So if anybody wants to come join those webinars are just on fire. If we literally could have everybody together, I'm sure we would be doing fire walks. And literally, that's probably the energy that would be if it was people together. Because the amount of people that wants to be part of this business is just mind-blowing, because they see the opportunities. I'm trying to see quickly here how many people we have in our community. 22,700 as of right now. And we are growing with leaps and bounds. I mean, we've made, as a community, we launched our programs on Easter weekend, so the end of March, literally the last day of March. We generated more than $6.6 million as a community on the whole, just in April and May, and we're almost halfway in June. That is mind-blowing. People really see, a program is a program, a product is a product. It is the same for everybody. The training, the mentorship, everything is the same. So why is it that some people can generate like $100,000 a month and other people not? Because of you. Because if you believe in yourself 100% and your mindset comes with you, if your mindset is like this, like unstoppable, and I'm going to take this online business by storm and I'm going to slay it, then that is exactly what will happen. But if you show up, I met a couple of customers the other day. I wanted to check whether they're in our community. They bought from me, so I want to see. So I'm going and look, and they're not there. They're not there. Then I'll send an email and say, hey, how's it going? Do you have any problems? Nothing. They're not in the community. They bought the program. They're not starting. And you have to start. Hey, Ed, how are you? You have to start because you have momentum. You're ready. Do not purchase and then you just leave it. You have to do it. So that's what I'm saying. You need to plan all this stuff so that you know when you have time to implement, to do this, to hustle, to make it happen. Because if you purchase it and you leave it, then you're going to leave it. Just like everything else that you buy and you don't use, you leave it on the shelf there, and then like one day you walk by and like, oh, what's this? That's me, by the way. What's this? I bought this and I forgot all about it. This is not that something, because every single day you walk past that program, so to speak. It can't be on the shelf because it's digital, but every single day that you're not doing something about it, you're missing out on a potential 900 today. That's what happens. So you have to come with your 100% of you, and it's you that is going to make your business work. The program, as I say, is a program. The information is vital, yeah, But it's the same as when you strap on a tool belt, right? When you're in construction or do-it-yourself person, whatever it is. But you strap on that tool belt and you have to go work, but you're not using the tools. You're standing there. Something needs to happen. You need to fix something. You have to do something. So you have to pull out the right tool to start, right? To make things happen. The same with this program. You have to actually take action, and the same even more so. If you just watch and wait and always talking about, I really should do this, it sounds like it's great, and I can see people are generating huge amounts, I should really get on board, and then you never do, right? Then it's time to take action, right? You absolutely have to. I'm reading so many things lately of people that are just, keep always in the planning phase or in the discussing phase or the talking phase where we all say, yeah, it would be nice to be having so much Benjamins and so and so. Yeah, it would be nice to go on a vacation, and it would be nice to go to Paris this summer, just because I can, because I want to, because I want to go see. But that's where it ends. And that was me too. I always watched other people doing the things that I wanted to do. And I finally said, well, what the hell is wrong with you? I was looking at myself in the mirror. And that's one thing that I've also read in a book that says you have to do mirror therapy, where you look at yourself in your own eyes, but close up. Like I'm looking at the screen right now, but it shouldn't be a mirror screen like TikTok, an actual mirror. And you make eye contact and you talk to yourself and you say to yourself, you are worthy, and you say your own name, and you can do this, and you are successful. Don't say you will be, because that's not helping. You are successful, right? And you talk to yourself. I wonder how many people do it. I didn't know that was a real thing. They call it mirror therapy, where you talk to your innermost self, right? But seriously, and only positive things, the things that you know deep down, that's who you are. Not the person that you have become throughout the years, guarded with walls built around you to safeguard yourself from getting hurt, from failure, from whatever it is. We all do that. We build these huge walls, and then we live and inside these huge walls, which means you think you feel safe and comfortable, and that becomes your prison. Then you don't try anything because you feel safe inside all of these huge walls. And then one day, like me, you look around and like, holy crap. Well, not physical walls, but you look around and you say, holy crap, what happened? I'm alone here. I lost contact with most of my friends. I'm working these long hours in a job that I hate. Hey, Deborah, hate the job. So you're stuck there and you build all these huge walls. And every time your friends ask you to go out over the weekend or in the evening, hey, Deborah, you say, no, I'm sorry, I'm busy, I have to work, right? Or, no, I'm too tired, because you work these long hours. So you built these huge walls. You one day you realize you're all alone, and now you're screwed. So what do you do now? And you're doing this, you're sacrificing your whole life because you're stuck at a job that you don't like. You're sacrificing the time with your family and friends, loved ones, whomever is your special people. And then you realize you don't have enough to really retire one day and live the life that you want. Because if you living, struggling paycheck to paycheck, no friends around you because you're always working, just to pay your measly bills. Well, that's a reality, right? We're adults, we have to pay it. But that is not a life. And that was me. I mean, I changed jobs so many times in 24 years because I was looking for something, right? Um, and just was never happy. It was either the work conditions, toxic environment, not enough money, the boss sucks. It's always something. And it's not that something. It was me because I didn't feel fulfilled, right? If we're not happy, if we are not fulfilled, if we don't have gratitude for stuff, then we keep looking and we will always keep looking. And we will always say to our friends, I don't have time. And then you realize that one day that you are alone and you need to change something. And the moment I became aware of these blueprints, I looked into it, right? Because especially if you tried a couple of things and you kind of got burned, as I said to you, you have that sense of failure, of rejection, that crushing feeling that, oh, but damn, I don't know if I should try this again because I've experienced this, it didn't work out. And then I thought to myself, okay, what are the pros and cons, right? Hi, Tanya. What is the worst case scenario and what is the best case scenario? The worst case scenario is, I wonder what is the worst case scenario. Let me think about that. The worst case scenario is probably you spend 15, 20 minutes checking it out. Because even if you make the investment to buy the program, you will have to, I can guarantee you, at some point, you will be able to make a sale to get your investment back, right? Unless you really give up before you even start. So there are no worst case scenarios because the moment you make one sale in your business equal to what you spend, you are equal, right? Level. And the next, what does it matter what you sell next? You're in profit mode, right? So there isn't a worst case scenario here. It doesn't cost you anything monthly to have your business operating, floating. You don't have payroll, you don't have overhead, you don't have utilities, none of that. You have your own business working from home or not even home, anywhere. All you need is your phone and Wi-Fi, and you need a couple of apps, and I'll tell you which ones those are. So basically, to have your program that you work off, the training program that you purchase, that you can access on Kajabi, and that's an app that you can download, right? You have your sign-in information, you can access your program from anywhere. It's an app, Kajabi. What else do you need? You need this school platform, the community that you become part of. That is an app that you download. So we're on 2 apps. What else do you need? Then you probably want to look at your website every now and again, and that you can access. So this is now 3 things. The 4th thing is you need an email account, right? That you can access from anywhere. It will have to be a business email, so you have to purchase that, a one-time purchase. What else do you need? You need access to your analytics, which is on system.io. They do not have an app, but you can log in from your phone. It's too huge. I don't think they can have an app for that, unless they may be working on it. And that is it, if I remember all of it now correctly. So you can absolutely access that from anywhere, right? So there are no costs. And the way that you get customers to your online digital marketing business is by showing up to social media. Oh, light is a little bit too bright here. Let me close that. So in that 2 to 3 hours a day to generate an income in your business, I said I'm going to post a video about it, but it's very simple. There's so many people that call BS on 2 to 3 hours a day. Let me tell you this: if you stick to a schedule, whatever works for you, right? Don't make the same mistake that I made. That you're trying to set up a schedule that you know full well is not going to work. Like if you're not a morning person, do not get up at 7 a.m. to do a live. Like I did. I did a live a couple of times at 7 a.m. Like this is not working. Um, so be aware of that, right? Set a schedule that works for you. And then you stick to that schedule. You don't deviate. So what I eventually have done is I will make sure that I have a video ready to post the next morning. So either I need to record it the day before or the morning before I go live. But I've found that if you record something in advance, for in case something happens in the morning, there's always something that happens in the morning that you can't create a video that you have it ready to go. But you have to have 3 videos ready every day to go post to social media. Unfortunately, that is how TikTok works. That is the sweet spot. 3 videos, right? YouTube, it doesn't work like that. You would assume like, oh, I have to post 3 videos to YouTube once a week is okay on YouTube. It's a different audience. They're more in tune to watching replays of stuff. Can you believe it? They will spend time watching a replay of an hour and a half webinar or of your own live. And that is awesome. But it's different, for all social media platforms. It really is. So it depends on what social media platform you use, but we teach you the skills on how people can discover you to attract your perfect customer and work out that schedule. So you 3 videos. If you need to go live, make sure that you can do it at the same time. But also after a while, if you still do not get a lot of traction after a couple of weeks, don't just do it 2 days and say nobody showed up. I mean, you have to try it a couple of weeks, and if nobody shows up at that time, then you might have to switch up the time, right? But I still believe there's 4.3 billion people on social media. Regardless of what time you go live, if you're good enough, people will show up. It's just like that. If people connect with you. So, and sometimes it helps. Sometimes you can be great at it and nobody shows up. That's also a possibility. So you just have to keep at it. But be focused. Do your 2 to 3 hour workflow to generate an income. And part of that is 3 videos, going live, doing your calls to action, engage in the community, and learn more skills. That is 2 to 3 hours. What you do with the rest of the day is up to you. I typically look at a bunch of things on how I can speed up stuff, how I can do different things, how I can be faster, how I can be better. I'm looking at multiple platforms right now to see what each one requires so that I can cover it all correctly and probably more effectively. So that's what I'm doing. I'm always hustling, doing stuff, want to do more, better, faster, quicker, all of that. But doesn't have to be you. And if you start in the beginning, that's not where your focus is going to be. Your focus is going to be on your 2 to 3 hours to generate an income. And, that is it. And that is all you need. And then you just work on getting better every single day. So many people just do the same thing over and over again. There's nothing wrong with doing the same thing, but you have to start tweaking something somewhere along the line, whether it's hashtags, whether it's your hooks, whether it's what. But sometimes it doesn't matter what you do, it's not going to work. That doesn't sound good, right? But then you just persist. It is interesting because the first time I came across the blueprints, it was from somebody that I don't particularly care much for. And that changed over over the period of a week or so. So things can change for you too. Sometimes when you think nobody shows up to your lives, or nobody will buy from you, or nobody shows interest, you have no idea how many people are watching from the sidelines. Even right now, there might be people watching that's just not clicking on my live. I do that all the time, right? So people automatically assume that nobody is watching. If you start doing that, then you're focused on making money instead of focusing on helping people. I literally decided I need to at least help 5 people a week to change their life. 5 a week or more. But if you don't have a goal, then it will never happen. You have to absolutely go for it. And it should be a passion in your heart. Because there's nothing worse than seeing people struggling financially. Nothing worse. And you have the answer. Because we do. We see it daily. I mean, 22,700 people. That is mind-blowing to me. Mind-blowing. When I started this program, what is it now? I can't even remember how long ago it was. I think it was August of last year. We had, I don't know what, I think it was 3,000 people in our community. It was fairly young. Now we're on almost 23,000. And in that time frame, we also introduced our interactive training program. It's just a huge deal. And that changed the digital marketing landscape forever. It just did. Because we're doing so much more. We're doing it better. We over-deliver. We are wanting people to experience this firsthand. People see the power that they have, that they can now make multiple times over what they've made in their day job, right? Working 2 to 3 hours. That is huge. Once that clicks into place, that you can work less hours and you can generate way more Benjamins, then it makes perfect sense to you. No overhead, no monthly fees. You don't even deal with customers as far as any customer service or returns or inventory. None of that. There isn't a business on the face of the earth that is as easy as digital marketing if you master the skills. And that's not difficult to do. It isn't. I thought I just heard my dog cry a little bit. They play so rough, they're probably up to no good. I posted a picture of my dog standing. I closed the bathroom door and she sticks her face right in the bathroom. She wants to see what I'm doing at all times. I posted a picture and I said, the funs of working from home. I love it actually because my dogs make me smile, honestly, and I'm having fun with them. I don't know why my mind went there, but I'm a big dog lover, so I always have to see. Did you see that? And that sound that I put on was actually a recorded sound, not from my dog, but that's how she sounds. She stands there and whines because she wants attention, or she wants to go do something, and she's all the time, and I'm like, Zoe, shut up. So she's really funny, but it's very entertaining, I have to admit. But guys, I'm going to drop off. Does anybody have any questions? I know this was the impromptu live. Nobody knows I'm here. But as I said, hi, Jared. Dad, entrepreneur. How are you, my friend? Haven't seen you in a while. We probably like passing ships in the night because I only hop on TikTok certain time, because if I start scrolling on TikTok, whoo, then it's 2 hours later or 3 hours later. No, I'm not going live later. This is my second time today, and that usually zaps my energy. And I was so high energy when I go live that I'm like, right now. I'll be going live tomorrow morning at, what is tomorrow morning? Oh God, I don't even know what day it is. Wednesday. I'll be tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., Patty. But send me a message. I really want to know how things are going on your end. And guys, if you have any questions for me, I would love for you to ask because thanks, Patty. Because that's how you find out something, right? And I know a lot of people have reservations about an online business because there are a lot of people out there that's trying to take people for a ride, right? We all know that. But I'm a real person. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I've been doing this for a while. I actually enjoy it. That's why I'm saying, especially if you're stuck in a job that you really don't like, or if you jump around because you know you're looking for something, you know um, there is something better out there for you. You just don't know what, right? And you're scared to even start. If that is you, rather ask me a question, comment on any of my videos, and I would love to answer it for you. But don't not ask and miss out on your vision, on your dream that you have right here, that only you can make happen, only you can make come true, right? Only you. So ask. I would love for you to ask. I'm going to hop off, guys. Nice to see you, Patty. Nice to see you, Stephanie, Irene, everybody else that hopped in and dropped off. I appreciate you. Um, and remember, you are worthy and you can do this. Have a great evening.
Today is a special weekend. It is my anniversary weekend of 22 years long, and we are getting things together because the celebration is going to be on tomorrow. So you guys enjoy your weekend. It's family time. Today is a special weekend. It is my anniversary weekend of 22 years long, and we are getting things together because the celebration is going to be on tomorrow. So you guys enjoy your weekend. It's family time. Today, let's cover my brain.